Hey everyone, I'm Jacquie Somerville, author of the Little Rule Book series and founder of the Be Your Own Soulmate movement. Welcome to this week's broadcast of Jacquie Straight Up, the place to be if you want to live a kick-ass life of love, wealth, adventure, and freedom. Today's Jacquie Straight Up is a very personal one, and I'm going to be exposed and vulnerable today. Many of you know that I talk quite a bit about breaking the rules. In fact, one of my keynote speeches is entitled, "Break the Rules for a Kick-Ass Life." But what does that mean exactly, and why do I believe it's so integral to success and happiness? And it's important to note that I am not talking about breaking the law here. Breaking the law can really screw up your life and the lives of others. So that's not what I mean. I'm talking about challenging the unwritten rules of society, those little boxes that we seem to be programmed to tick off, whether they work for us or not. If you're not yet married, but you feel you ought to be. If you don't have kids, but you feel the pressure to have them. If maybe you're passionate about acting, but you spend your days being a lawyer. If you're constantly fighting against the natural tide of your life, then this message is for you. When life is taking you in one direction, but society dictates another, so that you feel like a failure, then this video is for you. And here's why I felt so compelled to discuss this subject with you today. Recently, I was having dinner with my parents and some lifelong family friends who I hadn't seen in about a decade. But you know, even though I hadn't seen them in a long time, they had certainly heard some of the more gossip-worthy aspects of my life via that grapevine, you know. And they didn't know anything about my business though, so they asked me about that. And after explaining what I do, that I speak, I write, I coach, and I train people to live their absolute best lives, I could see the wheels of judgment turning for Rosie. And you know, I absolutely knew what the next question was going to be before it even came out. You see, here's what she was thinking. Your first husband was gay with drug problems and mental health issues. You lived with a rich man for 10 years, but you never married him. You've never had your own children. And now you're married to a troubled, much younger man who doesn't have a pot to piss in. And so the question came, how can you give advice to others when you don't even have your own life in order? And here's the amazing thing. I didn't feel defensive even for a second. In fact, I was quite pleased that Rosie had asked the question, because I really do know that many people think it, but don't have the balls to ask it out loud. She does, and I love her for that. That's her personality. To Rosie, as it is with many people, a woman's success is defined by her relationship, or the lack thereof, as many of my single viewers know all too well. And despite the fact that I'm a published author, a millionaire who runs a business I absolutely love, I have causes, a beautiful home, a loving family, amazing friends, tremendous health, and I'm touching the lives of women around the world, my domestic life does not fit into the clearly defined box that society has decided defines the ultimate success for a woman. Yeah, still in 2015. You see, while my love life is not what others may choose for themselves, it works for me. And isn't that what really matters, as long as we're not hurting anyone else? The man that I love is unconventional and challenging, but my personal growth has been exponential as a result of learning to love him unconditionally. Loving him has taught me so much more about myself, about love, and about humanity than anything else I could ever imagine. So my question to you is this: which neat little box do you feel compelled to break out of? One you know you don't fit into, but you feel the pressure to conform. It could be pretending to be straight when you know you're gay, or secretly dreaming of quitting the job you hate to travel the world to do humanitarian work. Perhaps you feel society's pressure to stay in a marriage that hurts for the sake of the kids, or perhaps it's to leave a marriage that others feel the need to judge. What's right for you? Don't let other people's version of success and definition of happiness affect the decisions you make for your life, or more importantly, affect how you feel about yourself. Have the courage to stand up for yourself and be the champion of your own path, no matter how wacky it seems to others. It takes tremendous strength to go against mass convention. But isn't that what you want to be? Strong and courageous and passionate about your life. If you can't have biological children, I submit to you that perhaps there's a darn good reason for that, and it's most likely your purpose. If being married to one person for 60 years is not on the cards for you anymore, I submit to you that it's not meant to be. If staying in a steady job and retiring with a corporate pension is not happening for you, there is a reason. Be open to it. Trust the universe and be courageous enough to fly in the face of convention and judgment. Don't fight against the natural tide of your own life in order to fit into society's neat little rules. It's the people that break those rules that make the most difference in this world. It's the people that challenge the status quo who bring about necessary change in society. And it's those who are prepared to dance to the beat of their own drum who die fulfilled and with no regrets. Just ask people like Oprah Winfrey or Gloria Steinem or all the numerous other women who've dared to question the status quo and break out of what was expected of them. Be courageous, be who you truly are, and live your life on your own terms. That's when you'll also make a difference in the world and a difference in the lives of others. And to me, that is success. Now I would love to hear from you on this important subject. What unwritten rule are you trying to live by when life is telling you something different? Where do you feel the pressure to conform, and how do you handle it? Let me know in the comments below this video, and let's keep this important conversation going so that more and more people have the courage to be who they really are. And if you've liked this video, please click the like button and make sure to share it with your friends. I feel that this is a really important message for people to hear, so help me to share it with as many people as possible. I'm Jacquie Somerville, reminding you that the way to live a kick-ass life is to be your own soulmate. Take great care of yourself, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next week for another episode of Jacquie Straight Up. Bye.